comes in as the favourite, minus 450. Derrow at plus 350. Clementi a win over Felipe Inamoto in Belfast, Northern Ireland in December. Felipe, of course, the brother of Sengoku welterweight star Yasube Inamoto. Has gone 7-3 in his last 10, each of those 7 wins coming via submission for Rich No Love Clementi. Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg with you. Spinning back first, Manson Gibson style from Rich Clementi.
Well, he looked like he would start off really slow by his posture and his attitude, and then immediately picked up the pace.
Takedown from Derrow. Derrow wants it on the ground. Clementi, well, really is an all-rounder, can do it all, stand up and on the ground. And Clementi with a takedown.
Great foot sweep, good position, kept his balance and pushed him over. Now just needs to get past this butterfly guard real quick and be in a good spot to finish.
Clementi, who took this fight on last minute's notice, said he could not resist the opportunity to fight live on HDNet. Isn't concerned about the notice, as always. He's training hard in the gym, always prepared to fight. And some of his best career wins have actually been last-minute call-ups.
Yeah, they really have. He's had a couple fights where he had some great wins on two-week notice.
Derrow. Control the posture here, not allowing Clementi to do that. Ground and pound. Derrow put foot on hips momentarily. You can see why he's called Daddy Longlegs. As Clementi goes back inside the guard here. Throws the overhand left, looks to pass. In the half guard now, Rich Clementi.
Oh, Derrow's got a really good job of kind of countering everything that Clementi's doing, getting himself back in the guard and getting himself in a good position.
Clementi, who says this is stylistically a bad matchup for Derrow, believes his wrestling is better than Derrow's, and in the stand-up says I'm in a completely different league. Derrow knows, though, that a win here will really do wonders for his career. As Clementi gets up another left elbow, second of the fight so far from the top position. Back to his feet now, No Love Clementi. He's going to back up and allow Derrow onto his feet.
Wow, did he really just kiss his fist before he punched it?
Looked like it. Ooh, back fist there off his back from Derrow. Throws the legs up now, tries to pull the head down. As Clementi looks to pass on the right side. Not happening for him at the moment, though. Clementi, who spent 8 years in the military with the Navy Seabees, was mobilised as a reservist after 9/11. Inside the closed guard here of Derrow. Been around forever and a day. Made his debut back in 1999 against Chris Saford in Louisiana at the Stomp in the Swamp. Now there's a poetic marketing campaign if ever I heard one.
Well, Derrow's in a position where he's not doing much. He's kind of shutting down Clementi. He can't do anything to him. Nice tight height, mid guard. Got his arms wrapped around his head, so Clementi can't sit up and do any kind of punching. But he also can't submit him. He can't move. He can't change position either.
Derrow is a construction worker by day. Throws up the legs. Couldn't lock up that right arm though. Clementi gets up a left hand to the jawline and says, "Get up, Daddy Longlegs. Let's do this standing." Ooh, nice jab by Derrow. It beat him to the punch.
Now this is interesting because Clementi asks him to come up to his feet, come and stand up because he wants to continue to do this, but then he steps into a position where he has to take him down again. I'm not real sure that was the smartest choice by Clementi.
Clementi, knee to the midsection. Derrow presses him against the cage here. Clementi gets taken down. Top position for Derrow. And Clementi's got a hold of that left arm though.
Derrow, very good position. Nice tight double leg. Got his knees together. Can get past if he chooses to.
It's all tied up here. Ooh, nice elbow to the ear. Trying for the Van Gogh technique to take his ear off. Clementi relaxed, as always. His chest is looking a little Van Gogh-esque these days, Rich Clementi. Colour on there. Maybe a little bit more on that. Hips. Derrow inside the guard. With 10 seconds remaining here in the first.
Oh, rolling under. Not enough time left, but he's in a good position.
Clementi gets the right arm free. Couple of strikes before the buzzer into the first round frame.
Wow, tough round to judge. You know, if one of the judges, and, you know, it's going to be a tough one to go off because you have to go off aggressive behavior, which is Clementi. You have to go off, cutting, trying to finish the fight. Definitely Clementi, and that's going to be the deciding factor, really, because the rest was pretty well evened up. Clementi's doing a good job in here, but I'm really impressed by Derrow. For fighting a guy that's 37-16, he really doesn't have any kind of action behind it, you know. And Clementi comes out, he comes right off the gun and starts everything off with a spinning back fist. It was really neat to watch him kind of lackadaisically start. He kind of missed and then hits with a spinning back fist. This here was nice.
That's an Italian thing, Frank.
You got to kiss your glove before you punch a guy?
Yep.
Is that what?
You kiss it for good luck.
Is that why Rocky lost to Apollo Creed the first time? Because he kisses his gloves too much?
We'll just skip past that.
Nice position.
How about Clementi, though? That spinning back fist, a very dangerous technique. People don't realize, Frank, if you mistime a spinning back fist, you can break your arm very easily, put your elbow out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Or, even worse, you miss and swing by, you kind of off balance, and get punched in the head because of it.
Derrow smiles because he landed a beautiful counter right hand. Shoots down for a double, doesn't get it, though. Clementi tries to bring him down, throws a knee to the belly button. And we're off to a cracking start here in the second.
Derrow doing a good job of getting himself off the cage, spun around, put Clementi on the cage. Good position change.
Single leg hit from Derrow. From Baroni. Cage side.
And he's got him up in a tight little package. Can run a cradle here if he chooses to. If he hips in just a little bit, he can get his face exposed and start punching him.
And Frank, as we see Baroni there on screen, I will ask in Baroni fashion, what would you do if you were Aaron Derrow at the moment?
I'm Aaron Derrow. I'm going to try and get this leg free. Sit up for a double leg, exactly where he jumps to, and now use my legs and my back to drive off the cage and take Clementi down.
Frank Trigg with Oracle-esque precision there. Freaky.
Beware the odds of march.
Controlling the right wrist here is Clementi, digging the shoulder in. And almost left the right arm in there for Derrow as he throws the legs up. Clementi looking to pass here. No, Derrow. Clementi gets up a couple of right hands. Inside the 3:10 mark remaining here in the second round of 3.
Push his legs down, try to pass by him. Clementi will. It's by one.
Mounts him for the first time in the fight. The Mountain from No Love, Rich Clementi.
Clementi has a pretty tight mount.
For a submission.
I'm interested to see if Derrow can get out of it. He kind of got the heel caught. He might be able to get all the way out of his mount, but I don't know. Well, he does.
To half guard. Clementi drives a right hand between the eyes of Teddy Longlegs.
Great position change. Derrow's very crafty in the bottom. I'm very impressed by his ground game.
I said earlier, it's a very good guard game. There's Aaron Derrow. Gives up huge experience here to Clementi, of course. 9-2 Derrow, 2 KOs, 6 submissions. Clementi with that north-south position now. And he takes the back.
Wow, good position change, Clementi. That's years and years of talent right there. Slid right into it. Completely controlling this entire fight right now.
Clementi try and find a choke here from the back of Aaron Derrow.
Oh, he's got it in. Nope, doesn't have the chin though. You got to get the form underneath the chin if you want to be able to finish it.
And Clementi showing patience here. Oh, Derrow turns back into him. Good work. Clementi postures up, drops the elbow. Tries to slice his nose off.
He's cut him pretty good, you know. And Clementi, you know, blood makes it a little bit slippier, a little bit slicker, so it'll be hard to get a good submission in. It's also going to make it easier to go ahead and pass.
Leg up nice and high, controlling the posture here of Clementi.
Nice high guard.
1 minute 20 remaining. Puts the guard down, further down the back and closes it here, does Derrow. Clementi not able to get any power shots off. Now stands up, lets loose with the left hand. Derrow backs him up, throws an up kick, misses the target. And back inside the closed guard goes Rich Clementi. Intriguing ground contest here in the second round.
You know, in the very beginning of the first round, there was more of an aggressive, you know, looking for a submission, looking for a position change. Now he's in complete survival mode. He's really trying not to get hit. Everything he's doing is trying not to get punched and trying not to get passed.
Clementi popped up and afforded a wink to the lovely blonde here, cage side. It's another Italian thing, Frank.
winking at a fellow fighter?
Female.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Foot game here. Figure falls the legs, does Derrow. Clementi with a hammer fist.
Derrow's in a good position to roll him and go right to a knee bar if he wants to. And then he's got a back, he's got his second option to go to the heel hook. You know, with that figure four crossed out, he needs to really turn Clementi down. He needs to turn Clementi towards his chest side.
Well, Clementi was doing the old sniff and about to kiss the glove again when the siren sounded. Into the second round, 1 round to go. Frank Trigg, play coach, first of all in the corner of Rich Clementi.
Clementi, keep doing what you're doing. Keep the pressure on him. Keep prepping him, but you got to be more active when you're on top. You can't allow these antics anymore, kissing the glove and all that stuff. Let's try to finish it. If I'm Derrow, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to stay on top of the whole time position. And just like I got this punch early in the beginning, I'm going to try and keep on top of him as much as I can. I have to keep the pace, keep on him, and try to end up on top. Clementi's got great elbows in his side position. If I'm in here, you know, I'm Derrow, I'm down here caught in the side position. I have to move as much as I can, get my head away from these elbows, and get a sweep. He seems to be comfortable on his back, but so comfortable he's just staying there without any panic. You know, great position to finish up this leg lock if he went to it just a little bit earlier, but Clementi knows the time just as well as anybody else, so not all the way deep, not all the way on.
Looking well off his back. He had the rubber guard going for a bit, controlling the posturing. Position you could turn into an omoplata or a shoulder lock quite easily. Clementi just takes out that right leg. Oh, a nice hooking punch off the left hand there from Derrow and presses Clementi against the cage. A bit of gusto here at the start of the third, Frank.
Clementi got a little bit lazy right there. That was the problem. He went up and checked in and was just lazily turning around. Got hit from the back.
Muay Thai clinch. Not happening. Kicks to the knee, does Clementi. Thai clinch from Clementi. Wants to return the favour. Derrow spun around quickly.
Oh.
Clementi.
He's got full hand on that chin. He's fully controlling the head, looking for a cow catch on one side or trying to go all the way across to a little Kimura on the far side.
Mounts it.
Wow. What a slick position change by Clementi. That was perfect timing. As soon as the guy tried to bridge, as soon as Derrow tried to bridge back into him, he stepped right over to the mount.
Second time Clementi has mounted Derrow. And it comes early this time. With 3 minutes 50 remaining in the final round. So the legs closed here on Clementi. He's not going anywhere.
Derrow's tired now. He's got Clementi on top of you. He's squeezing down. He's pressing down. This takes a lot of energy out of Derrow on the bottom. And Clementi can actually rest in this position.
Elbow there from Clementi. And again, but couldn't connect. Drops a third elbow. Slice and fillet the forehead here of Aaron Derrow. Posted up on both arms is Clementi. Derrow controlling the posture. The crowd want to see the referee break it here. They're getting a little restless with this stalemate. And he does indeed, Jason Herzog. Good call there, Frank.
Yeah, very good call. Neither guy was going to move, and Rich wanted to stand up anyway, so it kind of works out.
This jab from Clementi. Derrow catches a right hand. Clementi now with the underhooks.
Derrow needs a little more time spending on his stand-up because he's connecting when he throws, and then he lets the guy get all the way inside of him, and then he gets tied up again.
Pull the head down, work the knee off the left here. Clementi, no.
Oh, look for another little leg sweep there.
Maintaining his uprightness. Derrow looking at the referee for something, not quite sure what. He takes these shots on top of the noggin and one to the breadbasket.
Right.
And Clementi working with that left hand, peppering away to the jawline of Derrow. So Derrow puts his jaw over the top of the shoulder to use Clementi's hand as his own protection. Tries to jump guard.
That's the second time he tried jumping that flying triangle, and you know, after the first time he missed it so bad, I wouldn't want to go back to it again because it ends up with you underneath Clementi again, and it's the same position against the cage. Missing a technique, now you're caught.
Loud behind us here, Frank.
They're yelling at you to get up. Oh.
Clementi does not want to let those arms loose at the moment as Derrow throws the legs up here.
Dude,
he locks it on, he's going to triangle him. Can Derrow get the triangle here?
It's tight. It's tight, it's synced.
Clementi could be in trouble. Derrow with the triangle. He seals out moisture. He locks in freshness. It's good night, Irene. The biggest win of Daddy Longleg's career.
What amazing, wow. He was getting beat the entire fight and worked the triangle. And I said it was stupid for him to jump in that flying triangle the second time. He does it and locks it up. He pulls across. I just learned how to do this with Neil Mellison and Steve Vittori. Grab a hold of that arm, lock it with your leg, and you pull it across, and all of a sudden you're stuck in that triangle. What a great position.
My word. Rich Clementi on the astral plane. Aaron Derrow, who came in here tonight 9-2, has claimed the biggest scalp of his career.
What a great position. And I was just getting done finished saying it's a bad spot. Now you watch him. You watch Derrow with his right arm. Look, he's going to go underneath. He's going to grab a hold of his underhook it and pull it across. Gets in here right here. Starts to unhook underneath his own leg. Comes back over. There it is. He starts to slide it across and boom, he's got it. Now his legs are locked. He just has to cinch it up. Now he's in a bad position. He's got to turn the corner to finish it off. And Rich actually helped him by turning the corner and sitting in it. Now, let's give props to Rich Clementi. He doesn't tap. He passes all the way out in this position. He obviously doesn't stop it at any time, but Derrow is squeezing so tight and so hard. He's got it. He's got to tell the ref, by the way, he's out. Let me stop this thing for the ref to stop it. Derrow does a great position change in here. It's very subtle with his right hand. Just that little pull of pulling that arm across and locking it up. Then taking his time to cinch it nice and tight before he starts to squeeze. He doesn't squeeze too early because if you do, you give Rich a place to get out. After he gets it locked up tight, then he starts to squeeze and then Rich is out.
Derrow, tears of joy here in the cage. Huge win for the underdog. What a moment. Daddy Longlegs Aaron Derrow sent into absolute ecstasy. And so well he should be. Mr. Orndorff, make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended at 3 minutes and 35 seconds of the third round. Your winner by TKO submission due to a triangle choke out of the blue corner, Aaron Derrow. Hell no!
Don't miss Inside MMA and HDNet Fights every Friday night, only on HDNet. If you've got it, watch it. If you don't, call your TV provider to get HDNet today.